Hello everyone and welcome to another 1 versus 1 cast here. My name is Talbak and this is from my third tournament. Now this is the first game I'm going to cast from my third tournament, I will get back to the second tournament's casting as soon as I can, but I heard this was an epic battle and I wanted to bring it to you guys. I'm going to have to trust that this next battle. So we have Saltyeyez spawning in the bottom left corner as the Terran player, and Nitwat spawning in the top right hand corner as the Protoss player. This was from the round robins. I do believe these two players will see each other again, but I don't want to give away anything in the tournament that I do not have to. Nitwat, we've seen him play like this before. He plays pylon close to his nexus rather than attempting to block himself in, as Saltyeyez is looking like he's going to block himself in. I think this is one of my most favorite maps to cast, to play, to everything. So I'm hoping for a really good match. A really good match as Nitwat is harassing this SCV, and he is on auto move. So this probe is going to be able to just, I don't know, walk away from him now, I guess. See if he decides to take on this SCV as he's trying to build the barracks. Just slows down a player a little bit. You take it, the SCV working on the barracks, and now he has to bring another one over to build it. And we have a 1 versus 1 here, probe versus SCV. Who's going to take the win? And the probe's going to walk away. Some massive running in circles here for the probe, just to kite this SCV so it can't really do anything else for a while. And leaving Nitwat open to get back to his base and do his own little thing. Second pylon down, and the gateway. I'm going to bring up the production tab, because, you know, I'm awesome like that and didn't have it out already. So this probe is taking on this SCV. I think it's going to win quite soon, but the SCV is getting its own little path here, but I think once it gets down here, that's not a very good option. That probe's going to catch up to it there. It's going to stop, turn, stop, yeah, and the probe's going to get a zap on him, and there's only 5 more. It's one hit, down! Down goes the SCV. Boom! Do you see his arms fall off? I love that arm. I think that's his back plate or something. I don't know. I like the beginning parts of the game, watching that, just because there's really nothing else happening. People are building things. Saltyeyez has gotten his tech lab, so we might be seeing an early Reaper rush. No concussive shells, so we'll be seeing early Marauders. And a second bear is dropping down for him. He has the gas for the Marauders, just a single one, busting out the mule with his orbital command at the moment. If we look back over at Nitwat, he does have the warp gate technology being researched for his gateways, and he's busting out. Sorry, a stalker. I got distracted there for a moment by something shiny. Ooh, something shiny. Look at that. Anyway, Stalker's out, blocking off this ramp with the Zealot and Stalker, or not really blocking it, but, you know, just holding ground there for the moment. Saltyeyez has sent his Marauder out to grab this Xel'Naga watchtower. I like and I don't like the placement of these Xel'Naga watchtowers on this map. I mean, early game, you can come over here and you can see if your opponent tries to expand early into one of these, the high yield, or take out on the rocks and come over here, or these other the other normal minerals here. But it doesn't really give you a view of the middle when your opponent's coming at you, because your opponent just comes down here, walks across, goes up through the tall grass tree thingy, whatever, and then he's at your front of your base. Now, Saltyeyez has gone 3 racks with 2 tech labs. Is this one going to be putting down a tech lab or a reactor? It's going to be a reactor, so we are going to be seeing some Marine Marauders, maybe if he drops the Stargate, some MMM, but we'll have to wait and see. The second refinery coming out for Saltyeyez at this time. If we look back at Nitwat, he's busting out a forward pylon to warp his units there. He's got the robotics facility on the way. A couple Stalkers, a couple Zealots, and a Sentry here. A good mix-up. I like the Sentries. I think they're a little underrated. You can do a lot of damage with those force fields. Just blocking your opponent in, and you can funnel them where you need them. You can make a like a choke point yourself with just a couple of sentries. Now, one by itself, not so powerful, but we'll wait and see how this works out for him. He's standing here waiting. He should rush in before that. Oh, too late. I was going to say he should rush in before that supply depot pops back up, but Saltyeyez is on top of this and did see it coming. He's going to drop a barracks here to protect his front door. A very good option at this moment in time, as he does know this force is at his front door. They're going to be going for this tech lab, as it is 400 hit points, and it does take out the ability for him to build any tech units, any high-tech units. Great, he's pulling the SCVs off the line to hold them in here while he shoots with Marauders to take them down. He has the concussive shells, so he will be slowing down these Zealots before it gets to them. I know I'm a little slow and behind, but it does look like he's going to go down, as Nitwat was not properly microing and focus firing down those SCVs. Look at how many of them are so close to death, but not even there. Tech Lab coming back up, as he's going to need that for his build, opting to scavenge that barracks. I think he was hoping to get it up before the attack came in. Coming out with the factory now, some tanks would be a great option to add to this army, as he so far has only seen gateway units from Nitwat. Now Nitwat does have the Immortal out, so we'll be able to deal with those Marauders quite easily with those. And they're pretty decent against tanks too. I like to use them against tanks myself. Or blink stalkers and immortals together. You blink the stalkers up right in front of it, so the tanks are splashing each other as they're hitting the stalkers, and you have the immortals in the back just ripping apart as they do extra damage to armored. See that 50? That's a lot of damage. Dropping his third gateway, so he's going to be going for looks like heavy gateway units with a few immortals to bolster his strength. He's getting the zealot legs, so we'll be seeing some charge lots. Also great against Terran. Just overall, getting close in on the Marines, the Marauders, the tanks before they get way too many hits on you. Now Marauders can out micro Zealots quite easily, actually, with the concussive shells. It's just a walk, turn, shoot motion with the stim pack. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. He's dropping another barracks and another Stargate. So we'll be seeing 4 racks, a Stargate, and a barracks pumping out units. I think that's all he should really need at the moment. With his mineral income, that's all he's going to be able to support. He does have the 20 harvesters under Nitwad's 30. Neither player has expanded yet, so we're going to have to wait and see how this goes. Another Immortal coming out, a couple more Marines, Marauder. I'm just looking at the production tab here, a couple Stalkers. The Zealot legs are at, I'll say 90% or so. This pylon is almost done. Why I'm telling you that, I don't know. Looks pretty obvious to me, but I like his placement of, I just like the way he places his buildings. Now, it is easy to get a Zealot stuck back behind there if it decides to spawn there, but once you have the warp gates, it doesn't matter. You can put your guys out in front, and if the opponent comes in and tries to just take out a couple pylons to power down your buildings and hold you back for a moment, it's going to be really hard now, because each one of these pylons is touching at least 3 or 4 buildings. Oh, and I thought there was a big attack, but it's just the factory opting not to pump out but what was I saying? Tanks, but using it as a scout. It's going to go down quite quickly, as these stalkers and sentries can hit it. I don't know if he's going to get in here and see everything there is to see before. If we go to his vision, he is watching it. Yeah, Saltyeyez. He was able to see the 3 gateways. He's still missing this robo facility, but he did see the Immortals as he was flying over, so he knows that they are there. So a decent scout from that building, but nothing great. High Templars. Oh, we're going to be seeing some storms. I can't wait. And these 2 armies are going to meet in the middle at the moment. He does have the medevacs for some MMM, and those units were on move for a moment, so these stalkers are going to get a single first shot on everything. These Marauders are just eating away at his units. And look, you see that micro move, shoot, and taking out. But these sentries with tons of energy were able to impede their movements with these force fields